Chasing new.
Welcome back to another episode of, if you don't know already, you're going to get told again, the Buket List. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of your hosts, Dunlap the Connect, and to my middle we got...
Favorite co-host, one and only Rockstar OZ, man, back at it again. I feel like I ain't do no interviews in a minute.
No, that's fact, bro. It has been a minute.
Yeah, I know.
And we ain't got KG. Shout out to my boy. He usually the one that's hosting the show.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I never heard a double do the intro type shit. That was
Yeah,
funny.
I think this is my second one though, Cal.
Oh, for sure.
I did the last one and now this one, so it's like,
You can't
but
follow
yeah.
it.
Shout out to our boy Chase too. He did great.
I'm
job.
filling in for him, Elise Nicole.
I'm
What's
weak.
good?
But now that she'll introduce herself, we're gonna have our other guests introduce. You know, she shot the gun a little bit. But go ahead, let's start over here since you already started, and then we're gonna introduce our guests as well.
Hey guys, I'm Elise Nicole. What's good? Bougie Queen. Go get my next budget.
Yeah, wait.
Edit.
Nah, come on, keep it rolling. You good? Who are you and, you know?
Okay, I'm Calvin Ross, R&B singer songwriter. Yeah, so just tap in.
Well, no, we appreciate that for real. We brought you onto the show because you know our artist Elise. Well, my artist Elise. Shout out to Honest Management, by the way. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get into artistry? How did you get into singing? Like, how did that all come about?
Alright, well honestly, I got into singing at a very young age. I'd say I was about 5, 6, maybe even 4. You know what I'm saying? If I can remember all the way back. My upbringing wasn't your norm, you know what I'm saying? So I was brought up in a foster home and shit. I never knew my mother, you know what I mean? My daddy was in and out of my life. You know, he always made sure I knew who he was, but he wasn't just able to, you know what I'm saying, be there and take care of me the way he should have. So I was in this foster home, and one of my foster uncles was a Michael Jackson fan, like a super Michael Jackson fan. So he had every Michael Jackson tape.
Yo, shout out to
Shout out to Unc, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle John, nigga, thank you so much. Like, so, you know what I mean? He had just every tape. So I just sit there and watch them motherfuckers in and out. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just sit there and
It's
watch
the bucket
them.
list.
All right, the bucket list. Yeah, we out here. So yeah, I sit there and watch all the Michael Jackson tape, dancing and singing. And one day, I think I said like 4 or 5, and I was singing the song, watching the tape, and my people, my foster parents and shit, they were like, "Damn, you sound just like that man. How you do that?" That's when I realized I was like, "Oh shit."
Right.
I'm dope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They compare me to MJ?
Yeah.
I'm in there.
So I'm at church. I went to church every Sunday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday and Saturday. You know what I'm saying? As a youngster, it was like that. Every Sunday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday and Saturday. It never failed. So I was singing church songs and just harmonizing with the people in my church. Shout out to my Uncle Willie, my Uncle Larry, Aunt May. But cause they helped mold me as well. You know what I'm saying? Cause they were some great singers, and I would always try to mimic them. I always mimicked people, you know what I'm saying? As a youngster, I always mimicked everybody, and it just kind of grew from there. Honestly, that's what it was. Church and Michael Jackson.
A lot of the greatest artists come up out of church.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. Yeah.
No, that's definitely. So, I guess my question would be, because my family too is very involved in the church. Like my grandma, my great grandma was involved in the church heavily.
Same.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So with that background and like going into the music industry, how was that like mentally for you? Like, okay, I'm gonna be this creative, I'm gonna go get this paper, trying to be an artist, trying to sing, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in the church every Sunday, Saturday, and Wednesday. How am I gonna do this? How do you make that transition?
Okay, I gotta tell you more about my story.
Yeah.
So, by the age of 9, I was in a foster home from a baby, like a few months old, till I was 9. So that's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know mom and dad and shit. I just knew Mama Lou, Mama Clarice, Uncle John, and Auntie Joyce. That was that was my family.
Everybody
you know?
got Uncle John, bro.
Yeah,
I got one too.
that was my family. You know what I'm saying? So my grandparents came and got me and my older sister Dominique when I was like 9. So I moved to Detroit at that point in time. When I was 9, I moved to Detroit. I lived all my middle school in Detroit.
Shout out to Detroit.
Shout out to Detroit, because that shit taught me a lot, you know what I'm saying? It got me street smart. I was already kind of, when I was in Jackson, Tennessee, that's where I'm from. So when I was in Jackson, Tennessee, I was always around it, but I was kind of sheltered from it a little bit because, you know, my foster parents, they just kept me away from it.
That's good. That's what they were supposed to do.
It was a few foster kids that, I'm this, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing up game, you know what I mean? But I was just kind of always not just deep into it. When I got to Detroit, it was a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Shelter? What's that?
I was a few months there. My cousin pulled up, gave me a damn 22, like, it ain't had no hammer on it, but he was like, like this, you know what I'm saying, just hold that. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, they
But
really be like that.
No care.
Don't be telling you nothing.
So yeah,
you loyal? You my nigga?
when I got to Detroit, that's when I kind of opened up to the world quite a bit, man. You know what I mean? And we stayed in a decent neighborhood, but right across the parking lot, it was rough as hell. And I loved going over there because I loved my cousin, because he was always, you know what I'm saying, there for me. He always held it down for me. So I go over there, come back home, grandma mad. What you doing over there, boy? Whoop my ass, I'm getting paddles and shit, goddamn. Nah, for real.
Yeah, real.
But yeah, so Detroit helped me in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And I moved back to Tennessee when I was 16, and I just went haywire, you know. I just was all the way in the streets then. It just, I was selling drugs, robbing folks, just doing stuff I didn't have no business doing, honestly. But I learned a lot from it, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody had their days and in and out, you know what I'm saying? I had to survive, you know what I'm saying? And once I really found music at like the age of 20, I was always a singer, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of fell off for it because I fell into the streets.
Yeah.
And I didn't get back to it till I was like 19, you know what I'm saying? And once I got back to it, it's when I kind of shot off, and I had to cut people off, and you know, I can't be friends with you no more because you ain't doing what I'm doing, you know. You got it. That's one thing I'm gonna tell anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody out there in the world, if you trying to be somebody and it's people around you that's not doing what you trying to do, you just gotta cut them off. I didn't want to cut my friend. They were my best friends, my brothers.
It'd be hard.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
But I had to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta cut people off.
Stay focused.
Cause like you still love them.
I love them, but I fuck with you. I fuck with you how I fuck with you.
I gotta fuck with you from a distance.
Yeah, I fuck with you how I fuck with you. I love you, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta fuck with you how I fuck with you.
Yeah, really.
For real, too familiar.
So, you know, told about how you done came up, you know what I'm saying, how you transitioned from that street to that music.
Yeah.
So, before we actually shift into your actual music making process, how did being in the orphanage actually like impact you? Because I asked this because we had a guest like maybe 2 episodes ago. Look out for season 3 coming soon. Great interviews. This is one example. But we had an individual that came in that was also through the orphanage. and she's transitioned into actually making a foundation that mentors kids that went through that same system. So I'm saying, like, how did it impact you, and then how do you want to utilize that experience through what you're doing now?
You know, honestly, it impacted me in a major way without me knowing it. You know, because it was all I knew. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me want to be better. You know, I take care of a child that's not mine right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do everything for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my little buddy. That's my son. And I have no choice but to be there for him. You know, because people was there for me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep spreading that blessing throughout the world because I was blessed. You know what I'm saying? Them people I was with, they raised me real good. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had cut off shorts going to school sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hand me down and all that. But it was the foundation and the things they taught me was
the lessons.
Yeah, it was well worth it, you know. So, and they didn't have to do that. They didn't even have to bring me into their household or none of that. But
that's right.
So that's why I just got to return that blessing, and it helped me be a better man, honestly. You know.
I love that.
Right. Now that's real, cause like, you know, it's a lot of people that go through life and just be mad about it. But you know, I like the gratitude that you have because of the experience. So I appreciate that. And I definitely link y'all up, see what y'all can do.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, I'm most definitely willing because I have thought about giving back and, you know, doing things like that, but it's just, you know how life is, and you know, it's just something I haven't.
Coming up, you be
like, I can't focus on what you know. But so for somebody that's already doing it, you know, it'll be easier for me to kind of slide in there.
I'm gonna definitely collab with y'all. We gonna all do something because I'm trying to do something with her on some business too.
She said she did.
For sure. She connect that way.
Talk about so when you started getting the music, talk about like actually beginning the phases of like becoming an artist type deal, because you know when you make that transition, like, all right, I'm taking it seriously now. It's a whole kind of like, we all know it's a whole nother thing when it's like, all right, I'm taking it serious. I'm finna actually build a career type deal. Like, talk about
now the beginning phases of it. I've always done it for fun. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I've always done it for fun because it's kind of always what I love to do. I had a laptop and a microphone I bought from I think it was Radio Shack.
Oh yeah.
I bought a microphone for radio, and it was I had plugged it up into the socket of the damn joint. You know what I mean?
It was one of them.
So I'm recording this shit. I'm recording this shit on the window and shit, and motherfuckers like, damn, that shit sound good. So I'm like, damn, for real, y'all like this shit? So it just kind of kept going. You know, it didn't sound the best that it should at the time, but it was dope content because I put my shit into you know what I'm saying? It was so once I feel motherfuckers was like liking that shit, I was like, damn, let me learn this shit for real. So I got on YouTube, and I got exposed to more people. Like the more I did, the more people started fucking with me. In my hometown, like it was my partner J Beats, Kevis Mays, Carrie Yarbrough. They was like the top producers from where I was from. They heard the song I did. And they grabbed me. I was like fucking 17. They were like, look, we gonna help mold you, do all this and shit and that. And they called Iron Mavericks. So the Iron Mavericks, they grabbed me up, and you know what I'm saying? I used to jog to the studio from my crib. It was probably like 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles. I used to just jog to that bitch every day because I knew I had to get my wind up and all that shit.
Man, that's nothing. She dropping like this.
We
had to run the mile.
That's real, bro. Because a lot of people, they'll get detached and they'll be like, bro, I got a car. I'm too good to walk.
Man, hell no. I was on my tools, nigga. Like 17, 18, nigga. I'm like, shit, fuck it. I'm like, I gotta get to the studio. Like, shit.
But as a singer, that definitely helped.
Hell yeah. That's the main reason I did it.
Yeah.
I was smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking them motherfuckers. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 14. Goddamn, and I quit when I was like 21. And I just quit. Like, okay, y'all want me to do music for real? They're like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes. I gotta get serious with this shit. I just quit cold turkey, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I got serious with this shit.
That's hard. You're hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've never been an addictive type of person. The only thing I'm addicted to is the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, I cannot deny that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm getting better with that though.
That boy done got into some trouble.
Yeah, most definitely I have.
Don't you agree?
But that's hilarious.
I can't wait.
So how long you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta 3 years now.
Oh, where? Talk about coming down here.
Okay, I got to
Who you
Atlanta.
like who you connected with since you got here?
Okay, I got to Atlanta. I moved here with a female that I was kind of rocking with, and she saw my situation that I was in at the time. I was in and out of things with my baby mama. We beefing and arguing and all this and that. And she was just like, look, we got mutual friends, blah, blah, blah. Just move to Atlanta and I got you. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. So yeah, I moved to Atlanta like 3 years ago. And we was just friends or whatever, but things kind of ended up on some relationship type shit. And it got kind of rocky and she was just like, okay, now you gotta go, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So I had to figure it out from there. And I just been, you know what I'm saying, holding it down from then. You know what I'm saying? I ran into my manager, Trey Dot. He used to tell me when I was in Jackson, actually, nigga, you need to move to Atlanta. I'm hooked up with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Blue. I can get you this and that. So when I moved here, he gave me a call one day. And he said, look, man, Drummer Boy wants you to come to the studio. And I was like, nigga, you lying. He like, man, shout out to the drummer. He was like, I'm like, nigga, you lying? He like, nah, bro, I'm serious. Drummer wants you to come to the studio. So I pulled up to Icon Studios. That's when he was working out of Icon at the time. And pulled up, drummer like, damn, bro, how you ain't hit me up, nigga? You been in Atlanta all this time. You know, I'm like, bro, I ain't know you fucking with me like that, nigga. You know, cause I ain't gonna lie, I had met Drummer Boy through my brother 2C's. Shout out my brother 2C's. Me and 2C's got an EP out. It reached number 30 on the iTunes charts. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Erotica, Calvin Ross, 2C's, rock with that shit. Produced by Chris Beats. Let's go. So yeah, I met Drummer like years ago, but I didn't know he was just rocking with me like that. So I moved here. They know what I'm saying, like, nigga, why you didn't tell me you was here, nigga? Ooh. I'm like, nigga, I didn't know you was fucking with me like that. Like, you know, I had his number and everything, but I'm like, I ain't just gonna call this nigga, this Drummer Boy, nigga. I don't know what to say to this
I
nigga.
need an invite.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Pull up. I want to pull up.
Yeah.
Like, no, in those circumstances though, like you want to, like, you know, hit them up and stuff, but it's just like, I mean, they probably get this every day.
All the time. You know what I'm saying? So I had to have a reason to.
Or you had to have something to offer. Like,
Yeah, something to offer. I can't just be coming empty-handed. But when he reached out to me, it was like,
Okay,
oh
you fuck with
shit,
me. Yeah.
okay. And like I
I've
said,
been
shout out to my manager, Trey Dot. Got that Russian management. Let's go. We at you.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that happened, and it just was up since then. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Drummer ran me into a lot of motherfuckers. Trey Dot ran me into a lot of motherfuckers, and you know I just been running around. Yeah.
That's how it go in the music industry though. That's why they
Yeah,
say like
it's
it's
who you
really
know.
so small, like with people that actually make it for real. Cause like at the end of the day, we just calling on our folks.
Yeah, everybody just
Exactly.
knows each other type deal.
It's
Like,
it's such a small industry. Like you'd be surprised of how many people know each other, but then you don't. It's just like, well, if you really think about it, it's like only a certain amount of artists that get together. Also, like especially in Atlanta, I know some of the bigger artists today, like they grew up with each other.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
of course you don't know them, but yeah.
Facts. Big fact.
before we pass it off to you, I gotta ask one more question. Well, I got a few more questions, but I definitely wanna ask this. What do you think has been inspiring you as of recently, music wise? Like, is there anything that's coming out today that okay, two questions. Is there anything that's coming out today that you've been fucking with, like, yo, I'm fucking with this sound or where this is going? Is there anything that's like, hell no, I can't fuck with this shit?
Okay. Damn, that's a good question. The thing I've been fucking with lately. Damn, that's good. Shit.
You didn't think too hard.
Man, he got
This
his
is why I'm on the show.
Yo,
This is why.
that's
I gotta
bad.
make niggas think.
Whatever I've been really
Cause I always,
rocking with.
I don't know if it's just me. I'm always listening to like, I'll listen to like some shit for like a good like few weeks, and I'm like, all right, what else is coming out? Like, what else is coming out? Especially if you in Atlanta hang with different crowds and circles. It's like if I go to this event, they listening to this artist. I'm like, okay, who is this? If I go to this event, they listen to this artist. So I'm always just checking in. Especially as a DJ, I always got to know what's happening in music.
Right.
But-
And Atlanta got so much creative energy, bro. It's
Yeah.
inspiration
Yeah.
everywhere. Like you walk out
And
the
it's
door,
not just,
like,
and it's not all just on some street shit. Like I know, like that's what we known for. But it's like it's a lot of different other
yeah.
shit.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
okay, you got your
Nah, no cap. I listen to a lot of Adrian Marcel, man. I don't know if y'all know Adrian, but man, Adrian Marcel is
That's
dope.
familiar.
Contact me.
I'm actually not familiar.
Y'all gotta rock with
Wow.
Adrian Marcel. I fuck with K Major. He just dropped a song with Jacquees. That shit is hard.
You talking about
And I,
the new joint?
and I like his project he did, Chapter 5. What?
I said you talking about his new joint?
Yeah, new song with K Major did. Yeah, that shit is hard. Like Category 5. That's the name of the project he did. And I also been rocking with shit. Goddamn. Like just Chris Brown. Like yeah.
Bruh.
I fuck with Chris Breezy. That's my
You
go-to,
gotta stand
man.
on that.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of controversy, but like, hey, bro.
I fuck with C Breezy, man. I can't even cap on
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, like that's always been my celebrity crush. Please don't come for me.
No, I was talking to somebody about that, and I was like, bro, if he didn't have that whole situation that happened and that fallout, like,
His career would be like.
it would be so skyrocketed to, bro. Oh my.
But the fact that
But
happened,
he's-
and
it
it
is
still
skyrocketed.
is kind of
Wait, I
like.
got a legit
Yeah.
question. I got a legit question. I saw this, like, you need to separate the artist from the artistry.
That's a touchy subject. I don't know where I stand on that.
Now, okay, this is what I'll say to that. Now, as an individual that's in the music industry, as an individual that works with people in the music industry, yes, you do have to separate the artist from the person, because that's a brand at the end of the day. Like, music is a business. Like, I'm sitting in this
Yeah.
booth and I'm creating. Now, this is where it gets a little complicated, because since you are the person that's creating the product, what you do as an individual is going to influence how people fuck with you.
But we also,
Facts,
because,
facts.
okay,
That's a good point. Great
since
point.
we all in the music industry though, we all know that it's not just one person that creates this shit. It's an engineer, it's a producer, it's the artist, it's songwriters.
But
it's,
like the artist is like the spokesperson.
the artist is the brand that they're making
The
money
face.
off of. The face, basically. But it's
Yeah.
not just, it's
So I mean,
behind the
since
scenes
the artist,
people.
since the artist is the face, that's the first person to blame because it's like you don't see it. All
Like the
way.
Travis Scott situation.
Yeah.
Do you blame him for what happened to Astro?
I don't blame
We
him.
as creatives know, but the outside world gonna be like, it's Travis Scott's fault.
Yeah, that's
Nah, that was a whole collective of people's fault type there. We can't just blame one man. But I
But
don't think he
like,
made it.
He's
but
the
the
main one that
but
gets
the
sued.
people that don't understand that shit,
like
they don't know that it take a fucking village to do all that shit.
Exactly.
All they know is it's Travis Scott concert.
Yeah.
So they gonna
It's his fault.
it's his fault. You know, they gonna
Yeah,
throw that
100%.
straight on him. But the
Yeah.
people that understand it and know what's up and how the shit work and shit, you ain't gotta know even all the ins and outs. You just know a little bit about it. You gonna understand. Like he didn't even know what was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that know that shit. He was just performing. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson used to perform. People be falling out all the time. He didn't. If they could have died too. And he most definitely would have known shit.
no, that's bad.
Michael Jackson was.
Michael just standing here, he be like, I'm
Man,
here.
he most definitely would have known somebody died. If them people was dying, he most definitely would
And
have
that
known
was
that
a
shit.
big, if you really look at it, that was a big festival.
It was.
What he put on, like
Absolutely.
you can't pay attention to all of that. Like it's really hard to just focus. Like someone could be, and then it's the whole person at the end. I'm just like you can't. It's hard. I don't like when people
And I
put all
seen the
that
clip
pressure on just
where
one
he
person.
was like, oh, hold up. He just passed out. Somebody get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
it was little times where he did see the shit, he acknowledged it, but you can't see all that shit though.
Yeah, and that's a key note that you just said, because that's why you have people on your team as an artist. That's why you have a manager. That's why you have, you know, the different levels of people that work with you and that's supposed to help you out and have your back. Because when it's time to be an artist, that artist is supposed to phase out and just concentrate on performing, on just, you know, creating stuff. So with that being said, I know you said Chris Brown was your influence, one of your influences before, and I noticed that in one of your songs. So can you tell us, like, what's it like for you in the booth, and how was it, you know, formulating your own sound and making it yours, even though you've been influenced by these individuals?
Hell, in the booth, man, it's like I don't like write down lyrics and shit, so I gotta feel something first, you know. So I listen to like 8, 9, 10 different tracks until I like, oh shit, I got something. You know, I gotta have a full concept, storyline. I gotta have all of that damn near within the first 10, 20 seconds when you're hearing the beat. Like I gotta hear it like within the first 10, 20 seconds of the beat. If I don't like hear that shit right then and there, I gotta go to the next one. Cause it's gonna be too hard to try to come up with something to it. It'll take too much time. So with that, it's like when I do work with that shit, I gotta have a plethora of tracks and shit. So it just kind of comes out, you know what I'm saying? And I do grab inspiration from here or there. Like I like to listen to songs before I even listen to beats. I listen to like
What do you mean by that? Because I'm confused.
I put on like a Trey Songz album or a Chris Brown album or a Genuine album or a R. Kelly album. Shout out to R. Kelly too, yes, that's my dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Yeah, that way.
At least he stood on
Look,
it.
That nigga inspired me. I don't give a fuck. Music is different than your life. Like you was fucked up as an individual, but your music got them help me out.
Alright,
my
yeah.
dog.
Listen to what he said.
Alright.
Gotta
So,
separate
yeah.
the artist from
What he
artist.
did
You know
was
what I'm
messed
saying?
up, bro. But
Yeah,
his
it was-
music, Step in the
it's-
Name of Love, I ain't
Hey, I don't lie.
I be killing
I've
that
been to
song.
a few cookouts lately, and y'all still play that. So don't try me.
So I play some of that shit just to get some feels for some shit. And then I listen to some tracks and I kind of just come up with what I come up with. Yeah.
That's real. I think that's the first time I heard that type of process before. No care.
I've heard it and seen it a few times.
Yeah.
That's not my. I don't really do that, but I can see why someone.
I
you know
agree
what I'm
with
saying? I can see
you.
why it's kind of like, all right, this is where I kind of want to go type deal.
I agree with the listeners, like to the first like 5-10 seconds, because like when I write, like I actually do write. So with me, it's kind of like I gotta hear it. If I don't feel it, I'm just like
Next. Good.
Now, I've actually seen that happen too. Like, an artist will see something and be like, nah, I ain't feeling it. Pass it on.
And the beat might be hard as fuck.
Exactly.
Like, it might be rocking, but
It's not for you.
that ain't what I'm on right now. I gotta feel what I'm feeling. You know? That one ain't it.
Okay. So, I guess one more question that I had, and it was on the tip of my tongue, but then I forgot it. So, I'm making a new one.
Say that.
Just tell us, like, a little bit about what you got for the future. Like, what do you aim to, like, accomplish with your music?
And is there? Oh no. I asked the question.
All right, what I aim to accomplish with my music, honestly, is to open up a world that is accepting of people that are like lost in a sense, you know. So I want to talk to people that relate to me and be a voice for people that come from a different type of background.
I like that.
And have something for them to stand for, you know. So it's like y'all know my history and stuff. So I want to spread that message, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be through this, you can been and gone through that, you could have done this, you could have spent the rest. I've done things that if I would have got caught, I'd be living in fucking prison the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I came from this, but now I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to spread that message that you ain't always gotta be drawn into your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? You can overcome your circumstances and make something out of yourself that is positive and productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with that, because even for this specific time frame, everybody was always going through stuff before this, but now it's like you got new people to look at and to tell you like, bro, it's okay. Just start. It's fine. Just do it.
It's never too late. It's never too late to start nothing you're trying to do.
Technology,
Right.
virtual reality.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is there anything you're trying to do outside of music, or like after, or do you think? Okay, I ask this. Do you think you have a point where it's like, I don't want to do. You want to do music till you gone, or like you think you want to do music for a little bit, maybe switch it up, do something else, or
Like honestly, like music is my first love, and I want to do music till I'm out of here. But I also want to like
Charlie Wilson, that thing.
act, like I want to branch out and do acting. I want to do movies and shit. Like that's a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Like I believe I could be a great actor, honestly.
yeah, this
you know what I'm
is
saying?
the best place for it too.
So yeah, I wanna branch into acting, but music is my first love. I'm gonna forever do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna forever be a part of me. But I also wanna get into acting and shit, and I also wanna be like a spokesperson for people that's been in my situation. You know, I wanna be a motivational speaker in a sense. You know.
I fucks with that.
Okay.
You don't hear many artists saying that.
Hey,
Yeah, I want
They was gonna your bag,
I
please.
want
You
to
don't
talk
have to
about it.
people,
You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it. You know, I want to tell people. You know what I mean? And I've been through this. I've been through that. And
I know.
here I am now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So whatever you going through, you can break through that shit. For sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, because that person that I'm trying to hook you up with, she's done motivational speaking, and I'm even trying to get with her because I want to do that too. And you know, help people get past that mentality of, oh, I can't do this.
It's a mind frame.
Yeah.
It's most definitely mind
We
frame.
always talking about that on the bucket list. You gotta, once you push past that block and you know like your own triggers and, oh, I'm gonna do this if I get lazy, or I'm gonna do this, like push past that shit, man.
You
Every
got no
time, do
limit.
it.
Man,
And
I
sometimes you
know.
don't even know your triggers. Like
Right.
it has to trigger you to find out. Like,
And a lot of
oh,
times
shit,
it take other people to help you get out of your mind frame too. People, I mean, you be
Yeah,
blocking
right.
yourself. You know, for real.
One thing I will say though, you can't help a person that doesn't want to be helped.
Woo!
So
Say that.
it's, y'all gotta want to be
A
helped.
person that don't want to be helped.
I had to learn that quick, man.
I
It's
gotta-
so
man.
hard because you be
Damn.
wanting to help someone, you like just you. know.
I went through that. Most definitely did.
That's real. But with that being said, I'm glad we stopping at some gems, because y'all can always take something from the bucket list. But it is that time, last 15 minutes of the show, and y'all know, if you don't know, why not? It's the bucket list challenge. We'll see if that's edited in.
It's supposed to be solid to let it like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey,
It's to let it out.
Let's
And
do
I
it
gotta-
again. Bucket list challenge.
Bucket list challenge.
Alright. So, what we gonna do? We gonna shake up the bucket. Everybody's gonna grab something. There are gonna be some questions in here that we might not have gotten to in the show. If you grab more than one, you gotta do it. What's something else? Everyone gotta take one. So you start first.
Hey, let me grab this. I got more than one.
You got more than one. You got more than one.
I ain't got more than one. I better not have more than one. I would drop that bitch. Okay, I got one. I think I do.
Okay.
Shit, what we doing? God damn.
Alright.
For real?
Okay, so I'll do mine first since it's simple. I got the dare. It says take a shot.
Look,
I'm
yeah.
praying I didn't get that shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
I wanted that one. I would take that.
Oh yeah, we got it over there. So I guess you can go next. What's going on? What's your deal?
I gotta knock out 30 push-ups.
Oh
Damn.
That's some
shit. Like,
You don't have to film
you
that
do
right
that now?
after.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna. That's a
Damn.
separate video. We gonna. You ain't gotta do that
You
right
gotta- you gotta film
now. I do
it.
that with you, shit.
Knock out 30 up.
Clip coming soon.
Damn, that's a.
She got a shot
That's like
shot.
half a shot. That's not even a full shot glass.
Oh, it's not.
I got knocked out.
I stopped
Man, let me
drinking.
get
My
another
tolerance.
one, man. Man,
tolerance.
I could do like 20 of them, though, but
All right,
damn,
you do 20.
30, like, shit.
I got
You
it.
ran the mile.
I ran a half a mile, motherfucker, in 6 minutes, but I was like, oh shit. Goddamn. I ain't worked out in 2 years, goddamn.
When do you work best? Well, I mean, when you do your best work in the studio with, I say when I'm with an artist I'm familiar with, or I'm just vibed out, or we just comfortable, or we just fucking around. I guess I say when I'm with an artist I'm familiar with. Oh shit.
How about you though?
Yeah.
Me? When do I work best in the studio?
Yeah.
I work best by myself.
I feel that.
Okay, I feel that. That's on some J. Cole type jump.
Yeah, I work best by myself in the studio.
Mine is what's on your bucket list to blow the fuck up in 2022. To
That
make my
way.
project go up and go stream that. When
That way.
it's gonna come out.
Yeah, that way.
Real talk. So I guess we can end it off by you saying one thing that's on your bucket list, and then we'll wrap it up, bro.
One thing that's on my bucket list is to One thing that's on my bucket list. One thing on my bucket list is to. I want to say something that means something. I got a lot of things on my bucket list, but I want it to be. One thing on my bucket list is to change a lot of people's mind frame, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I really want to assist in changing people's mind frame and the way they think about the world and the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a minute for me to change the way I am. You know. Yeah. I got to shout out Lacey Gray for helping change my mind frame in a couple ways. You know. So I want to be able to help other people change theirs.
Not to put you on the spot. Let me
Yeah.
see your girl something. I be seeing y'all.
Now me and Lacey Gray 100.
Okay.
Yeah,
I be seeing y'all. Hi, Lexi.
Me and Lexi 100. We got a great understanding.
Interview shows gotta get spicy a little bit.
That's facts.
Yeah,
I like
man.
spice.
For sure.
Y'all can edit that up though.
Nah, we ain't editing shit. Nah, we editing shit. That shit is up.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm done like the connect.
Well, Rockstar OZ.
Elise Nicole.
Calvin Ross.
And tell them where to find you at.
You can find me on IG at CALVINROSS.
Alright. And we out of here.
Let's go.
Peace.